Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Nugget News. In tonight's video I just want to talk about Bitcoin, as there's a lot of confusion in the space still around how the network's been upgraded, and there's three factors at play here, and I'm going to dive into all of those. So we've already seen one hard fork take place and a new coin, Bitcoin Cash, has been created. So please watch my videos on the Bitcoin hard fork and Bitcoin Cash if you want to get your head around exactly what's happened there. This all comes back to the scaling debate. So what is the best way to scale the network for mass adoption? And the Bitcoin Cash crowd, they believe that increasing the block size to 8 megabytes was best, and the main group of Bitcoin developers and miners and businesses involved with Bitcoin believe that Segwit2x upgrade was the best way to scale the network. So we've obviously had the Segwit part of that already activated. That in itself increases the amount of information we can fit in a block. But the second part of that is the other part that's a few months ahead still, and that increases the block size to 2 megabyte. And that's the part that's starting to become a bit contentious with some people. So I'm just going to talk about what is happening there. So it is possible that Bitcoin could have another chain split, so when that hard fork occurs. So Bitcoin Cash today, it's obviously become profitable to mine, and we've seen an increase in price. And as I said, I think that's only adding to the confusion, as we have Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, and now the possibility that Bitcoin itself will split into two more coins depending on the percentage of miners that support each chain. So let's just dive into what's going on there. So Bitcoin core developers remain adamant in opposition to the 2x part of the network upgrade. So these guys have got together 58 companies in 22 countries, 83% of the network, the mining power, okay, 20 million Bitcoin wallets. So a big group of people came together to agree that this was what was best for the network, Segwit2x. But now that we've got the Segwit part of it, and that's what the Bitcoin core developers wanted, they're almost going back on their word and saying, well, do we actually need the 2x part of this as well? So as this article says here, November could get ugly and confusion is ruling the day. So before the agreement was locked in, only about 40% of miners supported a block size and 40% reported Segwit, and that's why there is this division in the Bitcoin, the main Bitcoin group there. So this is an article from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin is splitting once again. Are you ready? So I've already spoken about how this could play out, the agreement just there, and is it going to go ahead full steam? It is. So in November, okay, approximately 90 days from the activation of Segwit, which we've seen, blocks are going to be increased to 2 megabytes. Hopefully more than 90% of people, I think, computational capacity secures that Bitcoin network and keeps mining that main network. But this is where it gets a bit messy. So the core developers are saying that this part may not be necessary, and it's causing a showdown. So even if only 70% of the miners and the hash power support the Segwit only chain without the 2x part, it's not to say that the same thing might happen again, whereas if that coin becomes profitable to mine, maybe we see 3 Bitcoins. So we have a Bitcoin Segwit, a Bitcoin Segwit2x, and Bitcoin Cash. So this can all get messy, and this is what we're waiting to see how this plays out, because it's my personal opinion that this is not what's best for the Bitcoin. And if we want to bring new users into this environment, okay, we don't want 3 Bitcoins and them having to ask which one's which, what's going on, why is there 3 Bitcoins. It all gets messy, okay. I don't want to take sides, and I don't want this video to be political, because I just want to see what's best for Bitcoin in the long run. But I really think that they need to follow through on that agreement if that's what they've agreed to, okay. So hopefully that video is clear. Hopefully I've presented it in an unbiased way, so you're now fully aware of the three Bitcoin camps, if you will, even though a couple of those are just minorities. But it's always good to be over-prepared than under-prepared, as we've seen in the past, okay? So I just want you guys to get your heads around exactly what's going to happen over the next few weeks. You're going to be reading headlines along those lines. So I hope I've explained that clearly. Please give this video a like if you've enjoyed the content. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share these videos around. And as always, thanks for tuning in.